All right, so we're going to do 9.1 and we're going to solve quadratic equations by using the square root property. So from a previous lesson, we saw that there were two square roots of 36, if you guys remember that. So we know that plus 6 squared is 36. And if I use negative 6 squared is 36 too. So plus and minus a square root of 36 is equal to what? 6 positive and negative 6. Or we could say plus and minus 6. So now we're going to find a square root using a different process. So now let's find a square root using a different process. And we have x squared is equal to 144. So what do we need to do here? We're going to set this, set to 0. Let's do that. So it's going to be x squared minus 144 equals to 0. Now, what do? We're going to factor. So it says factor. Let's write down here that is the difference of squares. We're going to do that. It will be x minus 12 and x plus 12. And that will be equal to 0. What I need to do now is set each factor to 0. So we're going to do that. And it's going to be x minus 12 equal to 0 and x plus 12 equal to 0. So what do I get here? X equal to 12. And on this side, guess x equals to negative 12. Or x is equal to what? Plus and minus 12. This leads to the square root property, which states that this part over here leads to the what? To the square root property. All right? Which states if b is real and a squared equals to b, then a is equal So the shortcut is this. Let's do it. X squared equals to 144, right? And 144 is a real number. So then if we apply the square root on both sides, what do we get? X is equal to what? To plus a minus 12. And you're always free to justify the result by setting it up as this way, what we did here. But we're just applying the square root on both sides. That's what we're doing. Now let's do some exercises. It says x squared equals to 50. Right, so this is going to be equal to x equal to plus and minus a square root of 50. What is 50 equal to? 50 is equal to, remember, one perfect square times the square root of 2. So this is going to be equal, what's the square root of 25 is 5. So it's going to be equal to, x is going to be equal to plus and minus 5 times the square root of 2. Now let's do this one. X squared equals to 32. So x is going to be equal to plus and minus the square root of 32. We could divide it in what? The square root of 16 times what? Times 2. So the square root of 16, we know that one is 4 times the square root of 2. All right, let's do a few more. Number 3, we have 3x squared minus 30 equals to 0. So what do I do there? I need to isolate, so it's going to be 3x squared equals to 30. Now I'm going to divide by 3. So what do I have? X squared equals to plus and minus a square root of 10. This should not have the x. I skip one here. One step would be x squared equals to 10. X equal to plus and minus a square root of 10. Okay. Number 4. X plus 3 squared. So if I apply the square root, this is going to be x plus 3 equals to plus and minus the square root of 20. And what do I do? Subtract 3 on both sides, so I get negative 3 plus and minus 20. 20 can be what? Square root of 4 times the square root of 5. Square root of 4 times the square root of 5. So this is going to be equal to negative 3 plus and minus 2 times the square root of 5. Okay, now 4, 5. Oh, to negative 16. That's different. Now, so 2x minus 5 is equal to what? Plus and minus the square root of negative 16. And we know that this is equal to 16 times the square root of -1. Right? And what's the square root of 16 is 4. And what is this one equal to? I. So 2x is going to be equals to 5 plus and minus 4i. Now, if I divide by 2, x is going to be equal to 5 plus and minus 4i divided by 2. Oops, sorry. 16 positive and -1. This is the imaginary number. Square root of 16 is 4. Move the 5 to the side, positive 5 plus and minus 4i, and then divide everything by 2. And the last one that I have here, which is, well, it's pretty much the same as this one. That one is 5x minus 2 . Okay, so we know it's 5x minus 2. That's equal to plus and minus the square root of what? Of -9. But we know that this is equal to what? To plus and minus a square root of 9 times -1. This is 3 and this is I. So we have 5x is equal to 2 plus 3 plus and minus 3i. Now I'm going to divide by 5, and this is going to be everything divided by 5. It's pretty much the same as the other one. Okay?